Thank you for watching Asteria Corporation's presentation for the consolidated financial results for the first quarter, fiscal 2022. Now, founder and CEO Pina Hirano is going to give a summary of the latest results. And then there will be a question and answer session. Now, I'd like to hand over to Pina for the financial review.
Thank you for taking time for watching our financial result conference. Today, I explain the first quarter of fiscal year ending March 2023. I'm Pina Hirano, founder and CEO of Asteria Corporation. Now, I'd like to share some important topics with you and then explain the financial results. Most important topics is that Gorilla Technology Inc. went public on the Nasdaq Stock Exchange on July 14th. Gorilla Technology is one of our portfolio companies of the investment business. The valuation changes of Gorilla Technology will be booked from our second quarter results. Fiscal year 2022 is the second year of our midterm management plan, STAR, which stands for Sustainable, Top Line, Acquisition, and Refine. We position the second year as Gain, which is the halfway point of the midterm management plan. It aims for 4.5 billion Japanese yen in net sales, 1 billion Japanese yen in adjusted EBITDA in fiscal year 2023. We have three main businesses. The first business is the software business since our founding. It is fully devoted to enterprise software product development. The second business is the design business. We've started it with the acquisition of UK-based design consulting company back in 2017. The third business is the corporate investment business. It was launched in 2019 in Texas, United States. The design business and investment business are established to support the growth of software business in addition to expanding the capability of Asteria Group. Here's the head of each business. The software business is led by Susumu Kumagai, located in Tokyo, Japan. The design business is led by Dusan Hamlin, located in London, UK. And the corporate investment business is led by Shinji Yoshida, located in Texas, US. Now I explain the summary of first quarter results. Revenue was up 17.9% year-on-year due to the revenue gains from both software business and design business. This marks a break with the trend in which the software revenue covered the decline of design revenue. The operating income was down 14.7% due to active investment in line with the midterm management plan. The pre-tax income was up 287.9%, and the net income was up 196.8%. Here's the result of each business. Revenue of the software business grew 11.9% to 650 million Japanese yen. This was attributed to strong demand for our products from various industries due to the expanding digital transformation needs. Revenue of design business returned to positive growth, recording a 53% increase. This was due to the acquisition of new clients in the United States. Regarding the corporate investment business, we booked a total of more than 60 million Japanese yen. It has become the portfolio valuation gain from SpaceX and the other companies. There are two revenue growth factors. The first one is continued growth trend of software business. Warp, Our flagship data integration middleware saw expansion of demand for connecting cloud services and in-house systems. Platio and Gravio saw an increase in new industries due to the rising DX needs and awareness of no-code. The recurring revenue trends of the software business. Recurring revenue, which is a revenue Asteria receives continuously from customers. It has grown to over 70% of software business, providing stable growth of our business. Another revenue growth driver was the design business. Orders from IT clients we acquired in US last year and additional orders from existing customers pushed up its revenue by 53%. Now let's look at the performance of each product. What product series recorded the highest revenue for the first quarter? The license revenue keeps growing and was up 13% in the first quarter. Revenue of the subscription version core increased by 30%. Support revenue hit 270 million Japanese yen due to strong growth of license revenue last year. Platio enjoys strong demand from a wide range of industries as it created new templates designed to comply with changes in Japanese laws. Gravio has strengthened by collaboration with business partners. New use cases at various industries have been increasing. Handbook X was released last February. The number of downloads have been rapidly growing, and we continue marketing activities. This is the monthly recurring revenue, MRR, trend and revenue churn rate in each subscription product. In this quarter, MRR of Work Core is growing sharply. MRR of Handbook series declined slightly, but we expect to turn this trend around in later this year. Because the number of Handbook X app downloads grow at a faster rate than we expected. We will encourage these users to switch to a monthly payment plan. MRR of Platio is growing rapidly. The churn rate is a little high due to the effect of active promotion activities. But we will continue with such activities from the second quarter to keep growing momentum. MRR of Gravio does not grow as we expected. It is because the COVID-19 pandemic is calmed down and the pandemic-related demand decreased. But in recent 2 months, the MRR shows strong growth again. Now I explain about SG&A. There was a big increase in SG&A. It is because of marketing expenses and HR-related costs in accordance with the midterm business plan, STAR. Marketing expenses nearly tripled compared with last year, which include additional budget used to increase the top line of software business. HR-related costs also grew as steadily hired new personnel. Here are the HR investment trends. Although HR cost rose, its ratio decreased as the overall revenue increased. We are also advancing our work style reform. We continue to invest in human capital because we believe creating a comfortable work environment will contribute to greater employee productivity. Now the bridge from revenue to operating income. It is worthy of note that SG&A grew in line with the midterm management plan. We booked an operating income of 77 million Japanese yen. Then the bridge from operating income to net income. There was more than 311 million Japanese yen financial income. We booked a net income of 231 million Japanese yen, significantly higher than the net income we reported in the same period last year. Regarding management indicators, due to the growth of the design business, the gross margin ratio, the operating margin, and the recurring revenue ratio decreased, while the overseas sales ratio increased. This is financial statement. With the ample cash and cash equivalent and a high equity ratio, we are in good financial health. Next, the cash flow statement. Although investment grew, we maintain ample cash and cash equivalents. Lastly, we have announced earnings forecast for fiscal year ending March 2023. Revenue is expected to increase to 3,700 million Japanese yen. The three groups of income are forecasted in a range format as it is difficult to predict Gorilla Technology stock price. Each income will also be affected by fluctuation in the currency exchange rate. The earnings forecast takes into account these uncertainties. This is the end of my presentation. Thank you for taking time to watch Asteria's financial result today.
Now, based on his presentation, I'd like to ask Pina a few questions that are frequently asked by our investors in Japan and abroad. First question. Asteria disclosed earnings forecast for fiscal year 2022. What assumptions is this earnings forecast based on? Could you tell us the rationale behind these figures? Also, could you tell us the next growth strategy you have for the corporate investment business?
Thank you for the question. We expect revenues to grow year on year due to the strong performance of the software business and expected increased orders from new and existing clients in the design business. Profit is forecasted as a range as it may be significantly influenced by external factors, including fluctuation in the share price of Gorilla Technology, which was listed on Nasdaq last month, and those in the exchange rates between the US dollar and Japanese yen. Profit number is calculated at an assumption the Gorilla Technology's stock price is from $9 per share to $13 per share. Also, we assume the Japanese yen US dollar exchange rate is 130.
The second question. The software and design businesses show strong performance. Who are the main clients of the two businesses recently in terms of industry? And what are your future prospects for and growth strategies for these businesses?
Thank you for the question. Warp, our flagship data integration middleware, has been introduced by over 9,700 companies in a wide range of industries, driving Asteria's overall performance. The design business has been showing signs of recovery since the second half of last year. And in the first quarter of this fiscal year, the business won additional orders from existing clients in the US. Our growth strategy for software business is to further increase our top line by investing in marketing. This fiscal year will be a year of active investment, and we've been adjusting our spending accordingly. We also plan to launch a design business in Japan during the period of the midterm management plan.
The last question. On August 12th, Asteria announced that it has been selected as a component of the JPX Nikkei Mid and Small Cap Index in its timely disclosure. What were the reasons for selection?
Thank you for the question. We are pleased to announce that Asteria has been selected as a component of the JPX Nikkei Mid and Small Cap Index. The index comprises of top 200 public companies in Tokyo Stock Exchange and selected based on the screening process, which includes market capitalization and market liquidity. Then scoring of 3-year average ROE appointment of independent directors, adoption of IFRS, and disclosure of English earnings information.
Thank you for the explanation. This is the end of our presentation. If you're interested in setting up a meeting with Pina, please feel free to contact us. Thank you for watching.